Sleep is absolutely critical for healing and overcoming trauma. And unfortunately, these days, it's rare that people are getting proper sleep. Have you ever experienced that? You're tossing and turning all night. If you have severe anxiety, you're even experiencing night sweats. You wake up exhausted. You wake up feeling hungover. Super, super difficult to overcome trauma, overcome PTSD, overcome anxiety issues, depression issues when you're physically exhausted. And not just that, studies show that when you're underslept, you actually lack emotional control. Your emotional control is dramatically reduced. So how do we get better sleep? This is a deep topic, so we're going to have multiple videos about this issue, but let's get into it right away. First and foremost, you've got to move. You have to move every day. Now, I'm not even talking about exercise, I'm just talking about movement. Studies show that you need to have at least 20 minutes of movement a day to sleep properly. So that includes going up and down stairs, walking, anything. I even recommend, if you're in an office job, get a standing desk and a trampoline. Even that movement will count. But you gotta move. So make a commitment to yourself to move at least 20 minutes a day. Number 2, I highly recommend that you purchase blue blockers right away. I don't sell the product, but blue blockers have been very helpful for me. We now have an influx of blue light. You get blue light from TV screens, you get blue light from cell phone screens, you get blue light from laptops, you get blue light from iPads. So we're bombarded with blue light, and our brains are not used to that. And blue light, by the way, come in very, very high levels from the sun. So what these devices do is they mimic sunshine at night, which totally screws up your circadian rhythm and can make it difficult to fall asleep. So especially if you're having trouble falling asleep, a big cause of that could be blue light exposure at night. So what can you do about that? A, I'd recommend shutting off screens at least 1 to 2 hours before going to sleep. But B, even beyond that, after sunset, after you have dinner, put on blue blocker glasses, and that will dramatically help you with the blue light exposure issue. Number 3. 3 is avoid EMF frequencies when you sleep. What is EMF? EMF stands for electromagnetic frequency. You would be surprised how many devices emit these frequencies, and they're basically like low-level radiation microwaves that your body is bombarded with all day long, because EMF is submitted from Wi-Fi, it's submitted from cell phones, it's emitted from cell phone towers, it's emitted from actually any wireless device whatsoever. And especially in newer homes and apartments and condos, there's all kinds of wireless appliances, and you don't even even if you turn off your Wi-Fi at night, which I highly recommend, there's still a bunch of Wi-Fi signals in your house. So what I recommend that you do is using your cell phone. It'll let you know all the sources of Wi-Fi. Obviously, if it's your neighbor's Wi-Fi, there's nothing you can really do about that. But go throughout your house, make sure that all Wi-Fi emitting devices, all EMF devices are turned off when you go to sleep. This will make a huge difference in your sleep. If you don't do that, what EMF does is it affects your body's ability to get into deep sleep. And so you end up waking exhausted, and you also end up waking up multiple times throughout the night and not getting that consistent sleep that you need to rejuvenate your mind and your body. A couple other recommendations for EMF. You can now get what are called EMF blocking blankets, and you can also get what are called grounding sheets. You can get those on Amazon or other places online, and those make a big difference in blocking EMF. One warning though, don't just get a blanket, especially if you live in a condo, because what will happen is the EMF will come from under you and from the sides. So the blanket's just blocking the top. It's kind of like a microwave. The EMF will come up from underneath you and the blanket will just keep it on top of you. So you've got to cover your body 360 to protect yourself from EMF. And I recommend that, especially if you live in a condo or in an apartment, because even if you're able to turn off all EMF emitting devices, you're still going to be getting that from your neighbor's Wi-Fi and your neighbor's devices. So those are the sleep tips to start. Please implement them right away. They're going to make a huge difference. Once you're well rested, you'll have the energy and the mental clarity to tackle the challenges in your life. Until next time, love you all.